Welcome back to Cuban with a Twist. Today we're going to make a great recipe, flan, for New Year's Eve. We're going to have a really nice time. It's a traditional recipe that I'm going to twist it up just a tiny bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with 6 eggs, okay? A can of evaporated milk, a can of condensed milk. We're going to use fresh vanilla and some of that grape vanilla that I brought from Santo Domingo. Whoops. We're also going to use a little bit of vanilla sugar, raw sugar, and a tiny bit of cream cheese. Okay? First thing I've done is create a pan and put it in my oven. It's like a steamer. We're going to use it as a steamer because we're going to place that other pan where we put the custard after we make it. We're going to put it inside, and it's going to work like a steam to really make it nice and creamy, which is what the texture that we want. Okay? So we're starting off. We're going to put all of our eggs inside of the blender. Now I can whip this, but this is going to be a lot easier. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, and Santa was good to everybody, and your holidays were wonderful. Okay. 2 more. Now I myself have my mother-in-law here, my father-in-law. They flew up from Miami, which is fantastic, so we're going to have a really special New Year's Eve this year. Okay, we have our 6 eggs, so we can put this plate aside. Okay, now while I've got this going, I'm actually going to start the caramel, it's like a caramel base that you put at the beginning of the pan. So what I've got is I've got my pan on low. I've got my raw sugar and the mixture of the raw vanilla sugar. And I'm going to just use my little spatula and move it around so it can make that caramel base that I really want. This is going to take a few minutes. I would say probably 7 to 8 minutes, maybe even a little bit more. We're going to do a little bit different. We're going to add a little bit of the rum to it, just to give it a little extra kick. It is New Year's Eve. So I'm going to let that stir around. And I'm going to continue to add the ingredients over here. Okay? We've got the eggs. We're going to add 1 spoonful of the vanilla. We're going to add 1 spoonful of your basic cream cheese. And this is really what it's going to do, is it's going to take a little bit of that egg taste away that sometimes happens. I'm going to add our evaporated milk. We're going to add our whole can of condensed. I'm going to blend this up real quick, and then I'm going to scrape some fresh vanilla, and I'm going to add that. But first I'm going to mix this real quick. Well, it's been a couple of minutes, and it's starting to caramelize. It looks really pretty now, but it still needs just a few more minutes. Now this is raw sugar, not white refined sugar. This is a little healthier version, so if you can and you're able to get it, I would use the raw sugar. We're going to add a little shot of rum to this. Okay. Just going to put that in there. And we got to keep on letting it simmer. So this is going to take, I would say, maybe about another 6 to 7 minutes. So now I'm going to leave it alone and just let it melt. Okay? All right, while that's caramelizing, we're going to put a little bit of unsalted pure butter just to cover just the inside because I don't want it to be too sticky. So I've just taken a little piece. That's pretty much all you need. It might be a little too much. So we're just going to rub that in. And remember, unsalted. Okay. Sugar's almost done caramelizing, so we're going to add a little bit of the pure vanilla. I'm going to slice it in half. There we go. Nice. Open it up. I'm going to try to clean it out. See? It looks a little bit unattractive, but we're going to add that to the caramelizing sugar. Okay? We'll even put the little stick in there, and we'll stir it around. Now remember, it has the rum, and now it has the real vanilla in it too. Okay? And as soon as the 1 or 2 little pieces are completely done, we can transfer it onto the Pyrex. Okay? But I have turned that off because I don't want it to overcook. Alright, we're back now. I've placed the pan inside of the other pan that's got like a water in it on both sides. It's sort of like floating in there. And the reason I've done that is because I want the caramel to become soft again. I want it to cover the bottom. I'm not really looking for a sugary topping. I'm looking more for some texture, like a little bit of a sweet, a little taste of rum crunch at the bottom of the flan. So that's why I've placed this like this. Okay? I have our mixture here, and we're going to add it now. We're going to pour it in slowly. Fantastic. Excellent. Now this is going to bake in the oven for about 30 to 45 minutes depending on the strength of your oven. And we'll check on it periodically. So I'll see you in a few minutes. It's been about 20-25 minutes or so, so let's take a look and see where we are. I'm going to take the top part off. It's got a fantastic color, nice and golden. And we're just going to test it and make sure that it comes out clean. If it comes out completely clean, then it's ready to go. So we're going to go right in the middle. And I would say almost. This has got nice. Okay. Okay. I'm going to let it sit for about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to pull it out, let it cool here, and then we'll place it in the refrigerator. Okay, we've pulled it out of the oven. It's still a little bit jiggly, but we're going to let it rest here for about 20 minutes or so, and then we're going to place it in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. So we'll be back nice and sliced so you can see how delicious this really is. Welcome back. It's been about 2.5, almost 3 hours. We've taken it out of the refrigerator. You can see it's nice and solid now. Beautiful color. We've got the caramel on the bottom. Just fantastic. I want to say thank you so much for watching us. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and watch us on syndicatednews.net. And Happy New Year from my family to yours.